the dealio, YouTube? We back with another video, you dig? So look, let's get over this caption, quote, before we get started anything else. So basically it says, don't let yesterday take too much of today. And this is a very good quote because this is used in Forex a lot. So basically, all right, we're not gonna start with Forex or anything. We're just gonna talk about the quote. But don't let yesterday take too much of today. So basically it's saying if you have a bad day, if something happened yesterday, you can't let that be a deciding factor of how you're gonna live today. You can't let, if you have a negative day, you can't keep letting that negative day keep on ruining your whole week. You're just gonna have to flush that negative day down the drain and just keep on pushing with the rest of your week. But in Forex, this is a very big thing because let's say yesterday that you had 3 trades that hit stop loss and you're just having a bad day or whatever. And today you're in the market again and you're trying to look for new trades, you're trying to wait for your setups to come to you. And if you let all them bad stop loss trades yesterday affect you today, you're just gonna think that you're gonna have a bad day and you're gonna have trades that don't go in your favor again. But instead, you're supposed to refocus, reanalyze, whatever, just get yourself back in tune and just have a good day today and just in the markets have a good trading day and don't think too much of that. Just act like it's a brand new day and just refresh your mind and refresh everything. So that's what that quote means. And today's video we're going to talk about demo accounts most importantly, and we're going to talk about, I'm also going to talk about what apps to install on your phone if you're getting into trading and just about how to create a demo account basically. So without further ado, let's get into it, man.
Okay, what's up you guys? And by the title of the video you can tell, but this is where we're going to get into in this video. How to start trading Forex, right? And in parentheses it said demo. So what does this mean? Obviously you guys know what this means, but demo. So right when you get started trading Forex or learning about Forex, you're not going to go in there and open up a live account with $10,000 and try to trade with that, because what's going to happen is if you don't have education in Forex, obviously you're probably not going to keep that money in your account. It's probably just going to get blown, all right? And probably within a couple of trades you're trying to flip that. So what demo means is once you have education and once you've been studying the market, and even if you haven't, if you're just going in there to play around with it real quick until you start learning more about it, and then once you have a good basis of trading and you think that you're profitable, then you can switch from a demo account to a live account, right? But for this video we're just talking about demo account and how to start trading. So what does a demo account mean? Well, there are 2 different account types. There's a live account and there's what we call a demo account. So a live account is real money, right? You're putting your real hard-earned money into it. And let's say if you trade with $100,000, you make a 10% profit this month, that means you made $10,000. And let's say if you want to take out this $10,000, you can take it out through your broker and it'll go right to your, well, however you take it out. I take it out through Bitcoin or Cash App. So it'll go right to your Cash App, and then from there you can just cash it out obviously and then put in your bank account. Well, with the demo account, if you make $10,000 from that 10% of the 100,000, you can't go in there and try to take out the $10,000, right? Because it's not real money. It's just demo money, play money. Think of it like Monopoly. Monopoly, you can't just go in a store with a $100 bill and just try to pay for that, right? It's not going to work. It's game money. So it's demo money. But the reason demo accounts are very important is because you're not trading with a live account. And obviously, if you're trading with a demo account, your emotions are not going to be there as much as they would if you had live money in your account, real money. So if you lost, let's say, 5% in a week on your demo account, and let's just say that 100,000. So if we lost $5,000 with a demo account, we would be worried because we're trying to be profitable. We're trying to grow that demo account and try to be consistent so we can start our live account. But if we lost that $5,000 in our demo account, we wouldn't really have emotions tied in like if we lost $5,000 with a live account, because we'd be like, oh my God, we just lost $5,000, 5%. Now we got to gain that back. So Demo account is just there so you can basically just practice, right? Just practice getting better at your trading so you're not risking real money. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video, is how to create a demo account. So let's get on to it. So to create an account in general, demo or a real account, there are a couple apps that you want on your phone. And obviously you want the MetaTrader app. And this app looks like this. So this app is just there because you can't just come into charts and just see this chart and be like, okay, I want to buy here, and just buy it just because you want to buy it here. No, you have to buy it through a brokerage, but through a MetaTrader app or whatever platform you're using to trade on. So I trade on this, and this is what about 90% of people trade with. This or MetaTrader 5, which is a new one, but this is the most common app that people use. And basically, it's just, this is what it looks like when you open it. So it has all the quotes, which these are the pairs, and there's EURUSD, GBP USD, USD JPY, just all the quotes that you have. So let's say that we have Euro USD, German British Pound USD, and the US dollar versus Japanese yen. So we would go in here wanting to trade the German British Pound over the US dollar. We would click that, and once we click that, it would show up something like this. Well, this is a buy stop, but it would just say market execution. And we would put our loss size in, we would put our stop loss, take profit, and then click buy or sell, whatever one we was trying to do. So that's just how we trade, which is through this app. So first app that you would want to download is MetaTrader 4. The next app that you would want to download is going to be called TradingView. And for this, you can download it on your phone, and you're going to want to download it on your phone just in case you don't have your computer, because you're not always going to have your computer with you. But you really want to have a computer to get started in Forex trading in general. If you don't have a computer, I'd probably just wait till you invest in one and buy one, and then you can start trading. Because if you don't have a computer, it's going to be really hard to see the screen and see all this data on your phone. It's going to be scrunched in. You're not going to really be able to see it. It's going to be hard trying to mark up the charts and stuff. So it'll just be better to have a computer. So if you don't have a computer, try to invest in one before you start wanting to learn how to trade Forex. So TradingView. That's the app on your phone. It's going to look like this. It's going to look like this. So you just download that and install it, right? So the next app that you would want is going to be called Forex Time. And this app is going to look like this. And basically this is just so if you guys watch my previous videos, if you have $100,000, let's say account, and you're only risking 1% of your account, because you don't want to risk 10, 20, 30% obviously, right? Because that's not going to be able to grow consistently in the long run. So if you're risking 1% per trade, that would be $1,000. So all this app does right here is just shows you a calculator. So let's see if we can find the calculator. Let me try to, actually I got it on my computer. So this is what the app would look like on your phone. So if we were trying to buy, let's say German British Pound USD again, and we were looking to buy, we would press buy. We would go to USD because that's the currency we're trading with. And then we would go to open price. And let's just go to the charts real quick. So let's say we were trying to buy German British Pound right here. Our stop loss is right here under this level, and our take profit was, let's just say up here, had a 1 and 3. So once you have this, and price wouldn't be all right here, right? Because we're not that far. Price would be right here, and this is what we're going to be looking to buy. So just don't look at this all right now. But this will be your take profit level, because this is where you have your take profit at. This would be your stop loss level, because this is where you have your stop loss at. And this is where you would be entering a trade at, because this is where you have it marked up, and this is where you want to enter, right? So once we know all that, we go to German British Pound, because that's the pair we're trading with. Oops. German British Pound USD. Make sure that matches up. Where we're going to be buying, not selling. So obviously we have that. buy, not sell, because the green's going up, take profits up here, stop loss is down here. If we were selling, it would look like this. Our stop loss would be up here, and our take profit would be down here. But we're buying right now. So, open price, what does that mean? That means where you're getting in at, right? The open price. So we would put in 127091. So let's put in 1 point, I already forgot it, 27091. 27091. Close price. That means where your stop loss is, right? So if you were to got out of the trade, if it hit the stop loss, if the price were to come down here at your stop loss, that would be your exit. So the exit is 124640. 124640. So now, once you have your open price, your close price, your buy, because we're buying, and your pair, now all you would want to do is play around with the lot size, right? So let's see, we're risking $1,000 in this trade because it's 1% of our capital, right? So now let's go in here and let's just keep doing lot sizes until we get $1,000. So let's try one lot. No, that's too much because that's $2,000. Let's try 30. Nope, that's less because that's only 735. Let's try 43. Nope, too much. 40, still too less. 42, 41. So this is probably going to be your best bet right here. $4 extra, but that's not really too much, so we're not worried about that. Close to $1,000. So the lot size you would put in this trade is 41. So you would have 41 lots in this trade. So that means if it were to hit this, then you would lose $1,000. And if it were to hit this with 41 lots, then you would make $3,000 because it's a 1 of 3. We're not talking about that. But that's just how you would enter in trades. And that's what this app is for. So you can just calculate. It's just a trading calculator. So you know your risk per trade. And to be able to trade Forex profitably, you're going to want to know your risk per trade. Because that's just a given, right? If you don't know your risk per trade, then you just don't have the education that you really need. Because you're not going to be profitable not knowing your risk per trade. So these are the 3 apps that you would want to download. And MetaTrader is what I said. It's just an app on your phone that you can trade with, that you plot it in with. TradingView, you can download it on your phone, but to mark up your chart, you would really want to have a computer. Because if you have a phone, you're not going to be able to see price good like you would if you're on a computer like this, right? So if you don't have a computer, try to invest in one. And then once you get one, it's easier. What I do is, so let's just say I'm marking this up. These aren't the same tools that I have. Oh. So let's just say we're marking this chart up. Oops. Resistance right here, and then I'll put in my MAs too, which is moving averages. But let's just say this chart's all the way marked up, right? So we'd have our chart marked up, and then once we mark up the chart, then we would go into our phone, or we would save it right here. And this is not an account. This is just so I can show you guys what TradingView looks like. So we would save this, and then we would go on our phone, and then this would already be on our phone because we saved it here. Or I think you got to log out on your phone and then do this, save it, and then go back. But anyways, this is what it'll look like on your phone, right? So TradingView on the computer is just better, so you can see the chart better. And then once you have it on there, when you're out and stuff and you're not going to be on your computer, it's already there on your phone with all the charts you had and the markups you had on your computer. So it's just better to have it on your computer, marking it up, seeing everything, and then on your phone, when you're away from the computer, you can just have all your charts marked up. And you can still mark it up on your phone, but it's just better to do it on here. So that's just what TradingView is. And Forex Time, like we talked about, is just basically a trading calculator. So you know your risk per trade. So now that we talked about that, let's get into how to sign up for a demo account. So this is a broker, and there's a thousands broker. I mean, not thousands. There's 1,000 different brokers that you can use and pick from. And this is just the one that I use. It's the unregulated broker. So there's regulated and unregulated. So basically the difference from a regulated broker and unregulated, I don't know too much detail, but obviously I know what it is. But a regulated broker is just, they have all the legal documents and they're professionalized, right? They have a lot of money invested or whatever, so they can't just take your money and run with it. But an unregulated broker is just a broker that anybody can, not anybody, but if you have all the stuff, you can just open a brokerage account and just have people trade under you. So unregulated broker, they could if they wanted to, which is not what trusty unregulated brokers do or do at all, but they could just take your money and run with it if they wanted to. But you just have to find a trusted unregulated broker. So don't just go in there trying to find any unregulated broker and just try to trade with them, because they could just take your money and run. But most of them are not going to do that, right? Because they didn't just sign up just to take your money and run. They signed up so they can have a trading platform for people to trade on. But that's just a difference. But you don't have to know about that too much, even though you do if you're trying to trade full time. But so a demo account, how to open it, put in your first name, last name, email address, whatever. Leverage is just basically money. I'm not gonna get into that too much, but you just want to have 101 leverage. You don't want to have a 501 leverage, but it really doesn't matter if you're risking 1% per trade. So just click 101 or 101, and your balance, I would say, I mean, you can use $1 million if you want to, but I would say probably just $100,000 or $10,000 balance to start out with. So you can see it grow, and you can see what it looked like if you really put in $10,000, and you can see it grow over time, over a couple months. If you put in 100,000, you could see it grow over a couple months. But I'm pretty sure none of us, well, not a lot of us, are going to dump in $1 million to trade with starting capital first time. $1,000 would be realistic, but it wouldn't be good if you would want to see good returns come back. But starting off with $1,000 isn't really no how much you can start off with. It's just about being consistent, and then once you're consistent, you can just grow your capital, obviously. So let's put in 100,000, submit. So anyways, they just sent it to the email address that I put in there, and it wasn't a real email address, as you can tell. But so once they send you that, you would go to the MetaTrader app that we were talking about. You'll go to this app, and then you'll go to the settings, and then what they emailed you, you'll put that into the settings, and then they would have your $100,000 account ready, and it'll be ready for you to trade on. And then once it's ready for you to trade on, you just begin to start trading with it. And then once they send you that, you just go in there and fill all the stuff in, put in the MetaTrader app, and then you'll be ready to go. You'll have your account, and then so once you're ready to start trading, so let's say you want to buy right here or whatever, you can just put that in the MetaTrader app, how I showed you, stop loss, entry, take profit, calculate your risk. So if you had a $100,000 account, you'd only want to risk 1 to 2%. So you only want to risk $1,000, $2,000. And I showed you how to do that on the calculator, on the Forex Time Calculator app. So that's just how you get in. And obviously, once you download that and do that, you're not going to know exactly how to trade and stuff because you just created your first demo account. But go on YouTube, do whatever you can to start figuring out how to trade Forex. You can take courses if you want. Like I took 3 courses, I'd say, and they're all helpful, and they all did a part to help me get better trading. So if you want to do that, you can. I studied about 1,000 hours worth of YouTube videos in the past year, but just do whatever you can to learn if you really want to start learning. And this is how you create a demo account. And like I said, a demo account is just so you can not have real money in there, so you're not messing up real bad. You're just trying to get profitable. So you're just trying to build that account over a couple months, year, whatever. 2 months to 3 months generally is what, if you're profitable after 2 or 3 months in your demo account, then that's when you can start adding money into your real account. Either if you have a good startup capital amount, or if you want to start compounding it. So let's say you have $3,000 in it and you trade while you compound at the same time, and just build that account until, not until, but just keep building that account, right? So once you have your MetaTrader app, this is called a watch list, and this is just what they give you right now. But you go in here, click Forex. Well, you can trade any market you want to, but we're trading Forex. And then add the pairs that you want to trade with. Oh, dang. Well, anyways, you just go in here, click Forex, add all the pairs that you want to trade. So if you want to trade the euro versus US dollar, click this. It'll pop up in your watch list, and just go through all these and just figure out what pairs that you would want to trade. Then once you have them, you can click them, and then they'll pop up. And then you just plot your analysis, however you trade, however your style is, go different time frames, whatever. But you just go in here and do your analysis, and then trade with your demo account. And then once you're profitable for about 2 to 3 months consistently, well, not consistently because you're profitable, so you're consistent. So once you're profitable for about 2 to 3 months, then that's when you can start adding real money into a live account if you decide to create one. And obviously, it's not going to take you from when you create your demo account 2 or 3 months to be profitable, because it takes a pretty long time to get profitable in the Forex market, because this is not something that you can just go in here and learn in 2 or 3 weeks and then have a live account and just start building that live account. No, this is something that you have to be really dedicated to and just have a passion for. And once you do that, then you can start understanding how to trade and start understanding just everything you can about Forex and just try to be better, because all we're trying to do is just be more profitable than we were yesterday. So, and 99%, not 99, but 90% of people that trade Forex fail, right? So if you're profitable, that means you're not one of those 90%. That means you're doing good. So even if you're profitable 1% out the month, at least you didn't blow accounts like probably 3 billion other people did. So once you get over profitable, then that means that you're starting to do good, right? If you're not losing 10% of your account a week, 30%, 40%, and you're in drawdown for a couple weeks, that's when you would start not worrying, because you're obviously new to Forex. But basically what I'm trying to say is, once you break the line of getting profitable, that's when you're noticing that you're starting to get there. You don't have to be making 30% a week. That's not realistic, but you don't have to be making 10 to 15% a week your first 3 months, because that takes time to get that skill to be able to do that consistently. So, but once you jump the gap from just being unprofitable to profitable is really when you're starting to get it at Forex. So, and that's when you can start making a real account and doing your thing on there. But this video is just to help you guys understand how to create an account and do your thing on there. So this is my trading view, and obviously you can see that it's not the same white screen or whatever, because I changed it. This is like a night mode, and this is just a black background. So you can go in here and change if this thing wants to load. So you can go in there and pretty much change the background to however you want. If you want a pink background, blue background, it don't matter, you can change that. You can go in there and change your candlestick colors. Like I used to trade with blue or green and red, which is what a lot of people trade with. I used to trade with just straight white candles, because I just used to look at market structure only. I mean, I still do, but I used to trade with just white candles. I wasn't looking at bullish candles or bearish candles, and I still don't. But just to see, just so the chart looks better, I have that. You can change your rectangles, whatever your key levels or whatever color you want, trend lines. So you can go in there and pretty much just change the chart to look good to you. And you don't want just a regular white chart. I mean, I don't, because I want something that looks good to me. So this is what looks good to me. But these are all the pairs that I trade right here. German British Pound, Japanese Yen, Euro NZD, Euro AED, AED Japanese Yen. Just all these right here. And then the Dixie, I don't really trade that, but I have it marked up. But I just use this for correlation for other pairs. But I hope you liked this video, and appreciate you for watching.
I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. Appreciate y'all for hitting that like button. So go ahead and do that mug now. Appreciate you for hitting the subscribe button also. Do that mug now. And just keep the, I don't know what I'm about to say, but hit the bell so you stay tuned with the next videos that I post, and so you're just here every time. So appreciate you for watching the video, and we out.